Straw Beer Festival's made it all the way over to Honeypot. Let's go inside and learn about some things. We'll talk to Alex, he knows. Come on. Guys, we made it. Last Straw Beer Festival is now sitting into the almost completed tasting room of Honeypot. Introduce yourself to the lovely people if they don't know who you are.
If you guys haven't met me, Alex Gonzalez. I'm the mead maker and proprietor of Honeypot.
Ooh, and proprietor. Fancy words. I do like that.
The only other time I see that used is with Firestone, so it makes me feel special.
Okay.
So we just had our first anniversary in February. So it's been about 2 years since our soft opening.
Oh, so good.
And I mean, we've grown a lot since then. When we first opened, everything was kind of like bare bones. Right?
You guys opened, you said, well, February 2 years ago.
No, last year. Last year was our grand opening.
Got it. I'm nailing this one, guys. Full disclosure, much like you at home are probably already, because I should have, Casey in the future, get it right. I should have told you guys to crack open this can, which is a beautiful can. Love the artwork. And hopefully you guys are drinking this right now. Correct me if I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. You guys kind of, I don't want to say like you don't have an in-house artist, but you guys kind of go out and grab different artists to do different labels, right?
Yeah, so I want to say in the first year we've had maybe 5 different artists do label designs for us.
That is so cool.
We do have 2 right now that have done more than one.
Okay.
We do have a series we're doing right now that's about once a month. If you guys have followed us at all, you'll probably recognize the video game series it's based off of. But she did all of the art for that, so she did like 10 pieces for us.
Oh, that's cool.
Also did the piece for, what was it? Quintus Elementum, which was our Metafoam aged rye whiskey barrels last year.
So this bad boy, while we're talking about it, this bad boy, I'm gonna put it in the hero shot here. See if I can get that, Benjamin. Let's take a sip and maybe you could guide us through some tasting notes.
You can do that.
Cheers. Made it. Not gonna lie, I don't think this is the average size pour. You just trying to impress me and get me wasted?
No. This is how we drink STP. Definitely.
I love it. Well, everyone at home is probably definitely pouring themselves a very large glass because this is a great. All of our cans are a large format, so we were happy to have you guys join us. I know there's probably some people out there that are like, oh, what's this? I don't want to, it's a brew fest. But honestly, we were excited to have you guys join us because you got, well, first of all, fantastic work.
Thank you.
Second of all, it's going to be an amazing break from some of the other brewery stuff that we have. And this is light, fresh, nice and sweet, but not too sweet. A lot of people think, meads, oh man, I can pour that on a pancake and that's all I want to do with it because it's so sweet. Great balance here. What else you got for us?
So this actually isn't a mead.
Yes, correct. Sorry, I don't know if I led them the wrong way.
No, you're good, you're good. So a technical term for this would be a nectarine jerkum. So a jerkum is a stone fruit wine.
Oh.
So you can have jerkums made out of plums, nectarines, peaches, things like that, where that stone fruit is a primary sugar. So this one is about 80% nectarine juice and 20% pineapple juice. This version, the one that's everybody's gonna be drinking, is actually slightly different than the one we've made in the past.
Okay.
We actually managed to get pineapple juice that's a little bit different. It's a lot more on the white gummy bear side.
Right.
So you'll notice if you still have cans of our previous release from a month and a half ago or so, this one will have a little more nuance to it, but you're absolutely right. It's not overpoweringly sweet.
Yeah.
Carbonated. That's actually one of the reasons we see a lot of people come to us at festivals is you're going stout to stout to stout to, super hoppy IPA, and similar to drinking a sour, you come and try this and it'll cut through all that and refresh your palate for the next drink.
Yeah. This is amazing. And we're super happy to be drinking this right now because this isn't. Shh, they're not real. Shh, don't tell anybody at home. That's because you guys are getting it so fresh. It hasn't even been put together for you guys yet. So that's why another reason we walked in the door and like, well, we've got it on tap, but not in cans yet. Well, that's fine with us. Better for you guys at home.
Yeah, it's actually still in the bright tank. We pulled one keg to make some to-go cans this weekend. We'd be doing the candy run off the bright, and the first cans are going to go to the event. So.
Speaking of which, once again, the reason we're doing this virtual beer fest is because everyone's staying home, staying safe. You guys are doing something really cool for your pickups. You guys have kind of like a drive-through pickup thing, order ahead of time.
Yeah, so when all this kind of happened, we weren't sure how we were going to handle it. We weren't really set up for like a to-go pickup model at all. Like we have our one canner and that was it. We started doing to-go sales where you can call in, we'll walk it out to your car.
Yeah.
But we recently had a couple bottle releases and we found this cadence where if we could see what people were ordering an hour or so ahead of time, we can make the cans and you just drive through the back. Most people are in and out in about a minute. Open your passenger window, show us your ID, we'll confirm your order, put your stuff in your car, and get home and have a drink.
All right, so that's obviously people are coming here after work, grabbing their stuff and going home. After work, what do you like to relax to?
So,
tough question, guys.
I drink a lot of sweet stuff at work.
I like that you're thinking about it. Okay, I get it. You drink a lot of this at work. You have to.
Definitely have to do market research, so to speak. But at the end of the day, if I have like a fresh pack of Rukeller, then I'm happy.
Then you're good to go.
The new pills is really good too. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Inside track. Yeah. We should do that. What about what do you guys have like a certain clientele, or are you guys just trying to make everybody happy? What's a
tough question.
That is a tough question. Yeah.
No.
So what I'm saying is, what's the vibe around here? Pretty chill, right? When you're open and then we're standing at your new bar top here.
Yeah, it's actually gonna get replaned today.
Yeah, we're gonna
buff down. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is probably by the time you guys see this and when you can actually come in and check it out, the new space is already looking awesome. I know you guys can't see a lot of it at home right now. But it is really looking great in here. So
yeah, we took the opportunity with not being able to have people in here to put in some elbow grease and kind of fix a couple things that we thought needed some attention. So.
Paint the fence. Yeah. Wax on, wax off.
Yeah, sand the floor. Literally.
If you're old enough to know what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is nice. It's a nice. Now previously, this is my question. This is just me. Are you going to bring the video games back?
That was actually a big point of contention when we were going through how we were going to change everything, and that was kind of our biggest concern. Is we know that
people like to hang out and just play. But
well, it's not that. It's more, like high contact areas. We're having to keep it clean, building the P&P around how we make sure that everybody is safe, everybody feels safe. Not just customers, employees too.
Yeah.
We're gonna see if we can find a way to still do our movie nights, because obviously with that, it's just a projector on the screen.
Yeah.
But board games, the video games, which believe me, I already miss. It was nice to be able to take a break and go sit down and play some Street Fighter.
You have them at home.
I know what you're talking about. But we may find a way to make it work in the future.
All right.
But for now, it's more about making sure everybody feels safe. So.
I love that, and that's what we're doing here, making everybody feel safe, staying at home, drinking some beers, enjoying each other virtually.
Okay, that got weird.
It's okay. It's 21 and over. Everybody, they're fine. They're all of legal drinking age.
Is it fine? Is it
mostly?
Okay, that's more accurate.
Okay, so now that we've talked about what we're drinking, this is. The funny part is like we were talking about, this is kind of what's coming next. But what's next?
So during the summer, we try to work on things that are going to be easier to drink in the warm weather.
Okay.
So a lot more meads and ciders under 10%.
Okay.
Even this batch of STP, you guys might not realize this one's actually a little over 8% by itself. It's really easy to drink. So moderation, please be careful.
Yes.
Drink some water. Water's always good.
Might be our first piece of advice to you at home. we should probably put you guys up at the front so you can be the disclaimer. Please drink water.
Yeah, drink water, but have an 8% cider or Turkum. In the summer, we try to do lighter flavors, a lot of tropical flavors. That being said, we will always have 2 or 3 apple ciders on. We'll always have a couple pineapple ciders on. And we try to always have one like big mead on, so something like 12, 13%, like, you know, berry bomb type thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, besides that, it comes down to what's available, like what fruit's available, what honey's available.
You're like a good restaurant, is what you're saying.
We do a lot of stuff seasonal.
You go out there, seasonal stuff, and see what's happening out in the world.
Yeah, so like, you know, around now, there's a lot of berries available. You know, apples start to come in late August or so.
Okay.
So right now, we're kind of stretching like the apple we have available. And then honey is all based on season. You know, the flora that's available for the bees changes the varietal of honey. So things change, but the next big ones would be 2 staples, which would be our IHOP, which is our blueberry, and then bruiseberry again towards the end of the year. So those go in tank pretty soon. Between now and then, you can look forward to a couple more fun, maybe barrel-aged releases, and then a lot of light stuff.
Awesome. So rewinding a little bit, we talked about how long you've been open. What inspired this whole thing to even start? What were you just were you like us at home, bored, and like, hey, let's have a beer fest? Like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and
yes and no. Most people don't just go out and look for a meat to try. That's just it. Just kind of happened. I had a trading partner where I would send stuff from brewery. This was 10 years ago.
Okay.
I'd send brewery, Lost Abbey. Who else was big back then?
Just good stuff.
All the big like barrel aged pizza port stuff.
Oh, okay.
Stuff that you couldn't get distributed anywhere.
Got it.
Send it, you know, to one of my buddies, and he'd send me back whatever we couldn't get from the Midwest. And there was a bottle of meat in there, and I tried it, and it pretty much destroyed my. I don't want to say world, but my expectation was of like what a drink could be. So in terms of like flavor profile, aroma, mouthfeel, like everything is like, wow, that's pretty incredible. And I couldn't find anything like that out here. So I started homebrewing, and after 5-6 years, kind of found what my process was, because not everybody's process is the same.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, you win a couple of awards here and there, and you find an opportunity, and we have 28 barrel brewing capacity per month, and have a whole other barrel warehouse.
Like, I was going to say, I couldn't help but notice there's like some doors open back over there. I'm like, barrels? Who's got barrels? Oh, and then I remembered you guys have done some really good barrel stuff.
Yeah, so
you guys have partnered with one of our other breweries. You guys have actually partnered with Bottlelogic, right?
We recently did something for our club members, Asian FO barrels, and then we have quite a few different distilleries that we try to work with directly if possible. If not, then we'll get barrels where we can.
That's oddly enough in the craft beer industry, that's a common kind of thing. Oh yeah, I liked beer, started brewing beer, and then decided I need to take this. Like you said, you win a couple awards and let's do this. Okay, so we know that this is not beer.
Correct.
So maybe guide us through how this is done differently here versus down the street at some other craft brewery.
So we're actually not a brewery.
Yes.
We're a winery.
Actually, I don't think I actually knew that. Yes. Technically. That's kind of cool.
So there's 3 types of alcohol producers.
Okay.
You're either a brewery, a winery, or a distillery.
Oh.
Those are the only 3 types. So what our license allows us to do is we can make drinks that contain alcohol as long as there is no grain involved in the process of making alcohol. So all of our sugar needs to come from sources other than grain. So no corn, no rice, no grain or malt. All things you would use at a brewery to make a beer. We can't do that. So instead we have fruit juice, we can use honey, we can use agave, we can use maple syrup, we can use cane sugar. Anything that is not a grain we can use, and we can make things as strong as 24% alcohol.
Well, luckily this bad boy's not hitting that.
So right now on tap we have ciders made out of both apple and pineapple. We have seltzers that are made from cane sugar. And then we also have meads, which are primary sugar is honey that gets fermented, and depending on the source of the honey, whatever flour it was, that changes the flavor profile. And
absolutely.
it's very similar in terms of like styles of beer. Have different grain bills.
Yeah.
We would have different base honey and fruit combination.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
See, kids, we were right. We are learning things today while drinking. That's awesome. I'm just gonna. I don't know why I wasn't just doing this the whole time.
Yeah, I'm actually really surprised.
You were talking.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it not look like we're.
Can you taste the no grain in there? Yeah.
I can definitely taste a distinct lack of grains, sir.
Yes.
Beautiful.
So what
good.
that allows us to do is build on flavor profiles that are distinctly different than beer. Beer, you're always going to have that like malty, toasty undertone, even with extremely light, like crispy beer, something 4.5%. You're still going to have a little bit of that that toastiness. With us, it's all about the fruit or the honey. So you're not going to have any grain, any malt in the background, which allows us to then, we can't get that same like cookie, like stouty quality, but what we can get is more like pie filling or, things like that. Syrup.
I am definitely not hating on the pie filling.
Yeah.
I'm just going to close my eyes and that's a nice crisp piece of homemade apple pie.
And not
With
overpoweringly sweet, plenty of acid to balance it out.
Love that.
Carbonated, so it's very similar to drinking a stronger IPA or pale.
Now you said that a couple times about the carbonation. Enlighten our audience. Is everything always carbonated?
No, not necessarily. For us, we use carbonation as a tool.
Okay.
And usually that's to add complexity to the drink. So if you have something that's 4 or 5% alcohol, if there's not a lot of residual sugar, it would be very light. It would be kind of like a watery juice almost.
Okay.
But if you add bubbles, what that does is it adds body to it.
Yeah.
And adding body adds structure, and structure is, it makes the drink more appealing.
Yeah. Makes the mouth happy.
That, and when you have something that's 8% or 9%, you probably want some carbonation to stop you from drinking it so fast. So, it's a couple tactics.
I like that. Yeah. Literally using it as a tool.
Yeah, when you have something that tastes like, ocean spray cran grape, like you probably don't want to down 16 ounces in 3 minutes. That's not a good idea. So the bubbles kind of help with that. I mean, the main reason we use it is for structure, just to add some other qualities to it. But there's other hidden meanings too.
That is again eye-opening. I hope you guys are learning lots. I'm learning lots. It's a great story. You guys got a great spot here. I can't wait till you guys can come actually visit this place and try more while drinking water.
Always. Always.
Water on the house here?
Depends.
For me?
For you, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Last time you asked for water, you wanted a seltzer, so
I did.
Not the same.
All right, well, thanks for joining us. You guys at home, keep drinking those everythings and water. I'm just going to keep running that. I like that. I don't know why I haven't told anybody yet, but drink water, drink more.
I mean, this will cut through a stout great. Water's okay. You can do this, but water's helpful.
Okay, all right. All right, guys, back to us in the future.